Hey guys, what's up? I'm here in the cave. The lighting's awful. That's what I'm discovering right now. This room was not ever meant to film any type of video, but we're working with it. I'm also on my iPhone, so this is not a professional production at all. But I did want to go ahead and shoot this as soon as possible and get it out to you as soon as possible. I've got some news that's definitely bittersweet for me. And it wasn't news that I really wanted to put in an email. It just didn't seem appropriate. So you get a video. I hope you'll give me a couple minutes of your time. I'll try to make it quick. Just to give you a little bit of background, my husband, his entire life, like since I've known him and well beyond that, has always known that he was called to serve and protect Americans. Always has. Unfortunately, he had to have a back surgery when he was 15 that disqualified him from the Marine Corps, which was his first dream, and then has since caused several very large speed bumps in his road to pursuing a career in law enforcement. We actually recently, I'd say within the past 2 years, he'd gotten to a point where he was afraid to even try because every time he would get so close and then that door would be slammed shut. And if any of you have ever had something that you really dreamed of, that you really knew was for you, and you weren't able to get there, you haven't been able to get there, it's not going the way that you planned, you know how frustrating that can be. But God is always faithful, and when He gives us promises, He does not ever fail us on those promises. And so, He actually cracked open a little window, maybe 3 or 4 months ago, in the form of a recruiting event down here for a law enforcement agency in Georgia. Some of you may remember Matt Lau from our team leaving a few months ago. He and my husband actually went through this recruiting event together. Matt was hired very, very quickly. Carlos was not. Carlos had to go to all these extra doctors, get recommendations, have these letters signed. I mean, he really had to jump through some crazy hoops. There were a few times that he thought that the door was closed again and was ready to give up on it again. But he didn't. He stuck it out, and amazingly, I'm so proud of his endurance through the whole thing. But about a week ago, he received a phone call and was given a job offer to be a police officer in Gwinnett County, Georgia. So that's so exciting for him. As his wife, the Bible tells me that I'm his helpmate and that I am called to ministry, but it also tells me that my family is my first ministry. And the way that I take that is that as his wife, it's kind of my job to support him and raise him up to reach whatever purpose he knows he has in his life. Whatever his purpose is my purpose as well. So, with a very heavy heart, I will be leaving Church by the Glades, Lake Worth, effective after our Christmas services. Carlos will be starting his new job in Georgia on January 2nd. So we'll be in town quite a few days after that, getting ready to move and all of that sort of thing. I'm really excited. I'm thrilled, obviously, for him. I'm thrilled for the opportunity. I'm really actually excited about some things that I'm going to get to do once we move. But leaving Church by the Glades isn't easy, and it's not something that I ever thought I would do. Like, I just never thought that this would be a message that I was ever giving you guys. So it's like I said, it's bittersweet. I'm going to miss you guys immensely. I'm going to miss your determination and your dedication to serving and reaching this community. And I really can't wait to see what you guys do in the next few years. I know that this transition is going to be positive for you. God uses all things for good. And this is a good thing. And I've had some leaders switch out on me a few times in my life, and it's always awkward at first. Sometimes it can be confusing, but I can promise you that no matter who you have as your production director here, they will prioritize the values and the vision set forth by Pastor David. So there may be some things that are different, but the important things, the foundation is going to be the same. So I actually set up this really corny, like insanely corny display in the cave to try to give you sort of a metaphor of how I would like to see it. You know, if we are a house, we all know that this is God's house. So if Church by the Glades Lake Worth is a house and our production team is a room in that house, you know, the foundation of that room isn't going to change. The floor isn't going to change. The roof's not going to disappear. The floor's not going to fall out. Nothing like that is going to happen. You're just going to get a fresh coat of paint. And a lot of times a fresh coat of paint can take something that's already good and make it great. And that's what I'm believing is going to happen for you guys in this transition. We have family down here in South Florida, so we will be coming back to visit, and I'll be popping in, and you guys are going to be tired of me. But I will miss you guys so much. So let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and I will see you the next time that you are serving. Thanks so much for all that you do. See ya.